Hey everybody, Diagnostic Derek here. Got another Honda CR-V with a window motor problem. So on this one, the driver's side window is not working. So just did a video on a 2011 with the passenger side window not working. On that one, I showed you how to back probe at the power window switch, verify the switch worked okay. But I think this time I'm going to show you a trick. Maybe it'll help you out. It's a trick I use a lot. For this trick, what I'm going to do is reach up here and turn the map lights on. I'm going to watch those map lights very closely when I push down on the power window switch. Now I don't know if you can see that or not on the camera, but whenever I push down on the power window switch, those lights dim just a little bit. So what's the point of doing that? Well, the point of doing that is when I'm sitting here with the key on, engine off, we're running just on battery power. When I press the switch and I see those lights dim, what that tells me is that the switch works, because we are completing a circuit and the load on the electrical system is changing, and you can see that in the lights. So that tells me that the switch works and that we are flowing current through that circuit. More than likely that means the power window motor is locked up, but it definitely for sure tells me right away that that window switch is working fine. Let's take this one step further. So I removed the fuse for the driver's window motor and I've put it into my fuse loop tool. I'm going to put that back into the fuse box. I'm going to connect my low amp probe to it. And then on my meter, I'm going to go down to my graphing meter, set it to low amps. And I've got my scale set at 20. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the key on, press down on the window switch. See if we can get that where you can see it. Press down on the window switch. And 11.6, 11.5, 11.6 amps. So we are definitely flowing current through that circuit. So again, the switch works. So we know the switch works. We know we're probably dealing with a locked up motor or a binding regulator. If this car had the cable style regulator, we would be done right now, because we always replace those cable style regulators as an assembly with the motor. This has a normal mechanical, spring loaded with the toothed gear sort of regulator. So, we could probably go ahead and just sell the window motor. And if you do that, verify the switch works, you verify your flowing current, and you just go ahead and sell the window motor, 99 times out of 100, it's going to work out great for you. Maybe one time out of 100, you get in there to replace the motor and you find out that there's something wrong with the regulator, causing the regulator to be locked up. Then you got to stop. You got to call your customer back, say, well, we got into the door and we found out we got to have a regulator now. So, and it's just kind of a bad situation. So if it was a cable regulator, I wouldn't go any further. I would back it out, tell the service writer to quote them for a regulator and motor assembly. But since this is a mechanical regulator, we'll go ahead and pop this door panel off, take a look at it, and make sure there's not anything wrong with the regulator, and then we'll quote them for the power window motor. So with the door panel off, still can't really see the regulator very well, but what we can do is, you'll notice this window is partially down. What I did was took my little ball peen hammer up inside the door here and kind of tap on the motor while hitting the switch. You notice the motor starts moving. So it tells us that this motor's junk. So we'll let the service writer know what's going on, let her call this customer and give them a price on replacing this power window motor. So I've got the new window motor installed, and it looks like a fix. So we'll put the door panel back on and give this one back to the customer. Just a couple final thoughts about these map lights. What you can do is go out to your car, turn the key on, turn your map lights on, and with the window rolled up, press up on the window switch, and you should see that same dimming because trying to roll the window up when it's already all the way up is basically more or less the same thing as a locked up motor, and it should give you the same effect. So that'll kind of give you an idea of what you're watching for. It is very subtle. You know, you need a little bit of experience to know what you're looking for. It's a very, very small dimming of the lamps, but it's a great trick. I've used it a lot of times. So far, it's never let me down, so I hope it helps you guys out too. This one's finished. We'll go ahead and back it out, give the keys to the service writer so they can call the customer, and we'll see it again the next time it breaks.